All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have something super special, and we owe it all to the Microcrawler Club and Mr. Van DeWitt. You've seen him on the channel before. In fact, he was in our last video. But we have a limited number of days with this thing, and we wanted to show you and get it to you first. So, without further ado, let's go! All right, guys, we brought you in a little bit closer so you can get a close look at this thing. It is awesome. What it is the latest release, or will be when this video drops, of the Hobby Plus platform. Hobby Plus is killing it right now. They're doing a great job, and we're gonna show you their brand new flatbed. Check this guy out. I think originally, and I could be wrong because like I said, this is early, I could be wrong, but they're originally gonna call it the Arktos? I don't know why I can't say that. But let's get into this. Let's open it up and show you what this thing's all about. It is pretty cool. Oh, by the way, let me send a huge shout out to Hobby Plus for allowing us to do this review. Even though this is not our rig, we have one on the way. So you're gonna see a lot more of this on the channel. I've kind of taken a sneak peek when Van came and dropped it off. Like I said, we only have this for 2 days. So we got to get this video filmed. We got to get all the B-roll done and all the social media stuff done because we're not sure when ours is going to be here. But Hobby Plus, thank you so much. Huge shout out to you guys. And we'll put links to our friends over at Direct RC as well as Motion RC where you can pick one of these guys up. First of all, the packaging. There's some of the features. We'll go through a few of those. We're not going to do a really in-depth review because I'm sure there's going to be a ton of them out there. I know you guys want to see the running footage of this guy and see how it works. So we'll spare you some of those details. If you want, you can go to the link below. They'll have all out on the website. But by the time this video drops, you'll be able to head on over to Direct RC or Motion RC or even to the Hobby Plus website, and they'll have all the specifications there for you. So that was the specifications. Over on this side, more specifications, techno babble, as a famous YouTuber says. And then on the back, you kind of get what it looks like. Top obviously is your, that was upside down. Top obviously is your standard Hobby Plus box. I love their packaging, it always looks really good. Being a graphic designer by trade, I love the way they do their packaging. Some of the best on the market, in my opinion. Let's get to opening this guy. All right. So like I said, we did get a sneak peek of this because Van came over and it was already open when he set it on our workbench here. So we'll show you what's in the box. And get it open. There we go. Once it opens up like this, take off this top foam. You've got a transmitter. It's a FlySky transmitter. And I do believe this is very similar to the one that comes with the FMS tent scale. It looks and feels almost the same. The biggest difference is the cover right there. I do not believe that the FMS one has the cover and also has a couple buttons up here, but amazing remote. These FlySkys are awesome. They feel good in the hand. A little bit tough to drive one-handed. As a YouTuber, I really like to drive one-handed because a lot of times that's all I have, but a little bit of a stretch. I kind of have to rotate my hand a little bit, but not too bad. Nothing you couldn't solve with one of those little thumb wheels and whatnot. So, a very nice transmitter to start this rig off with. I like it. Ooh, it's even got, does have 4 AA batteries, but it's got a little USB port there. I don't know if that's for updates or for rechargeable batteries. I'm not sure. We'll have to check and see if we can figure that out. But for a later date. Underneath the remote, you've got the rig itself. This one is yellow. Let's pull this out of here and show you what it's all about. Oh, there's a little piece of foam in the front and pull out. Let's see how this thing, oh man, that thing is cool. Oh, we got the charger tangled up in the wheels. Look at that thing. That's so cool. Oil-filled shocks are nice and soft. The flatbed is kind of a flexible rubber plasticky feel. First impressions, I saw the chassis and the chassis is huge, but that's to be expected. It's a 6x6 and it's a hauler. So But first impressions, this thing looks great. Let's go for all sides of it really quick. There's the front. You'll notice it's got lights. And from what I know, they all light up. Van showed me a little sneak peek earlier on. And man, all lit up is cool. There's the passenger side. Driver's side obviously is the same. Look at these guys. Look at these little mirrors. They fold out. Oh, that is cool. And they're made of a flexi material, so they're not going to break on you. That's cool. Top. And now the underside. Look at that. You see that? Oh, there we go. That is cool. Looks so good. And, oh, I just noticed something. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got sway bars on both sets of rear axles. Check that out. You guys see that? I'm not sure if you can see that. It's got sway bar. Oh, there they are. Right there, that little piece right there. That's a sway bar. That's cool. All right, let's put this down for 2 seconds. What's left is a charger, standard USB charger. Highly recommend you get a full grade hobby charger. These things are great. We use these when we're traveling, but hobby grade chargers are obviously a lot nicer. And you get a T-wrench. So that's it. That's in. Oh, most important part, owner's manual. I wonder what that USB thing does. I'm gonna look. It doesn't say. It just says USB Type-C port. Huh, we'll have to do a little more research on that. So let's put these away so we can get on to the rig itself. All right, look at this guy. It is sweet. First impressions, I'm impressed. I gotta admit, it looks amazing. Let's go over some of the features. Let's start off by the features on the top that are visible. We're not going to go into details of all the detailed features, but let's just go with the visual ones first of all. First and foremost, the deck is like a soft, not really soft, but a flexible plastic. It feels really good. I'm not sure how it's going to haul things, but it feels really good. It's got these little rails that move. So you can flatten those out and haul something a little bit wider, or you can put them up for more scale detail or scale looks. It has a working winch. You can see the servo there. So that's super cool. We're super excited to try that out. I'm not sure how much torque that servo has, but it looks about like a 9 grams. It's probably something you could upgrade if you needed to. This is obviously the yellow cab. These mirrors fold in and out. And they're actually flexible, so you're not going to break them if you roll it over. We're going to not do that because we told Van we wouldn't break this thing. It's got 2 little grooves right here. I don't know if you can see those for the tires of whatever rig you're hauling. It looks like it's got a full barrage of lights on here. Truth be told, Van sent us a little sneak peek, and we were able to see some of the lights on this thing, and it's got some lights, trust me. It's amazing. It's got portal axles all the way around. So all 3 axles are all 3 axles are portals. And it's got aluminum chassis all the way back. But that chassis is big. You see it? That thing's huge. Sorry, the lighting's not so great in here. As you know, we have a Jeep, and I put the top up, hung it from the ceiling, suspended it from the ceiling, and it blocked out one of my lights. So I got to get some reconfiguration done on our lights. Tires, they're the typical Hobby Plus tires that come on like the Katana or the Fury Wagon. Same tires, similar tread pattern, if not the exact same tread pattern. The wheels are pretty cool. They're still probably 1.2s, but they look a little bit different than your standard Hobby Plus wheels, which is great. Scale detail is awesome. It's got a visor for the cab here. It's got tinted windows. You can actually see in the tint, and you see the electronics inside. Little bull bar in the front, but it looks pretty good. Shocks are the typical standard aluminum shocks, and I'm not sure if you can see these right there. Those right there, not the bumper, those right there. That is a rear sway bar, and both axles in the rear have that sway bar. That is so cool. The only thing I remember seeing a sway bar on, or the only other rig that we have that has a sway bar on it, is our Element Gatekeeper. And it has a rear sway bar as well. But those are small and they look pretty amazing. And hopefully they keep it planted on the ground. Other than that, it's pretty awesome. I'm super excited for this. Let's see what the electronics look like. Looks like we got 2 tabs here. They're going to open the cab. Oh, those are nice. That is like T-word nice. Like, that's the one thing I love about the T-word is their clipless body system. That is probably, in my opinion, the best clipless body system on the market that comes stock with your rig. Now, obviously, aftermarket clipless body systems are a whole different ballgame, but those are nice. So they're right here, right behind the cab, right there. You squeeze those 2 together, there's one on either side. Cab tips forward all the way, so you have plenty of space to work on your electronics. Underneath the hood, you've got your standard 2-cell 11.4. Sorry, your standard 7.4 volt 2-cell, 600 milliamp hour. You've got your all-in-one ESC receiver with all the light controls on it, and it looks like under the hood as well you've got a brushed motor. Right there, check that out. Looks so cool. And I love this. This is awesome because that allows you full access to when you have to work on the electronics. Let's plug it in and see how she does. Velcro strap for the battery, which is super nice. There we go. I kind of had to split the leads on the battery. So that one's on either side of the Velcro strap, but that's okay. That keeps them out of the way. My son and I were running our bashers today and we had a problem with one of the leads falling out. So, ooh, I saw the lights. Super excited. Let's see. Shove the wires back in the cab. Snap it down. Just like that. Okay, let's turn on the transmitter. On button's right in the back. Oh, ooh, I heard it. Now to figure out what the buttons do. Let's look for lights first. Channel 4 doesn't look like it does anything. But you got rear tail lights. Wonder if you have brakes. Wonder if there's brake lights. You do, you have reverse lights. Ah, that's awesome. All right, channel 4 doesn't do anything. Oh, by the way, buttons light up on the transmitter. Let's go to channel 3. Oh, look at those marker lights. Those are so cool. That is awesome. Built into the bed on either side. That is cool. And up front, with the first setting, we've got 4 lights on. Push it again. What happened? Did they go brighter? I think they went brighter. Let's try that again. Hold on. Second one. Nope, they didn't go brighter. I'll bet I know. So let's go back to the first one. First one, you turn, nothing happens. Second one, you turn, and turn signals. That is smart, Hobby Plus. To be able to turn those turn signals off, so you, whenever you turn, they're not on. I know there's a lot of hobbyists out there and a lot of people in the hobby that don't like the turn signals when you turn. I've told companies for a long time now that they need to put the turn signals on a switch, on a rocker switch, so that if somebody really wants to drive scale, they can drive scale with the turn signals, but only use them when they want to, as opposed to being forced to use them the minute you turn. But the good news is, the first setting on this guy, and I keep holding it this way so you don't see the other light modes, the first setting doesn't have them. Second setting for the lights does have them. Cool, love it. Let's go to the third setting. Here we go. Oh, even brighter. So the third setting is brighter. Let's go to the fourth. And the light bar and all the miscellaneous lights up front turn on. And you don't have turn signals with any of these other settings, I do believe. And the last one, blinking hazards. No matter what you do, both the hazards are blinking. And they blink front and rear. That is phenomenal, because if you're running scale, that is a cool feature to have. I kind of wish this light bar had some, like the amber lights you see on construction trucks or on tow trucks that go back and forth. But still, that would be an easy fix. This is cool. And then the last setting, completely off except for your brake lights. And they turn to reverse when you reverse. This thing is cool. This thing is going to be a fun truck to have just for scale. I don't know how well it's going to perform, but just for the scale looks, this thing's going to be awesome. Now that we've kind of gone through all the features of this guy, oh, we got one more. This one's cool. I don't know if I can show this on camera. Let's readjust the camera and we'll show you the features of the bed. There's two of them that I know about. It's cool. Come on, let's go. Two of the features of the bed. The first feature, we'll save the best for last, is on this underside. You'll notice these two rails right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but those are actual ramps that pull out so that you can load your vehicles onto the truck. You'll notice this does not have a tilt bed. That's all right because they gave us ramps. At first, I was a little bit disappointed because I didn't know these ramps came out. I found them by mistake. And so I'm super happy that they allow these ramps to come out to have a rig drive up on or be pulled on, I guess, if you have a 2-speed transmission by the winch. So those just fold up, super easy to slide in and out. I love that they made it that easy. Let's see if we can get this winch to work. I think it's this one. Oh, look at this guy. That is so cool. I love it. I'm not sure how much weight it will pull because that servo doesn't look like it's that great. But the good news is that's a 9-gram servo. And so I think I'll leave it out just a little bit so in case I accidentally hit that button. I think that's a 9-gram servo, so it could be very easily upgraded to a more powerful servo. And I do believe, let's just check under the hood really quick. Cab, I guess it is. So you would have to, it is not a standard servo plug. Oh, no, it is a standard servo plug. There's an adapter there. If you look right here, there's an adapter right there. Not sure if you can see that adapter. That adapter adapts that servo. So you can just put a standard metal gear servo in there and probably increase the torque. You're going to have to make sure it's a 360 servo so that it can rotate 360 and doesn't have the stops in there. Although I've seen a tutorial somewhere on the internet, if I can find it, I'll put a link in the description below, where you can take a standard servo with endpoints and actually take it and make it into a 360 servo. And the last thing on the internals of this rig is it has a 2-speed transmission. It has a slow gear, yeah, for crawling, has high gear for an emergency if you need to get to your crawler fast to recover it on the trail. You broke an axle or something, and it has neutral so you can show it off to all your friends, that revving of the engine. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I know. That's awesome. Other than that, you guys got to see this thing. It is totally awesome and it's rad. I love it. I'm going to do so much footage with this thing. You're going to get sick of it because it's just that cool. Well done, Hobby Plus. Let's get you some run footage and let's hit the trails and let's tow something. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to grab a couple of our obstacles. They're around here somewhere. Let's do some bench testing with this guy. See how it really does off-road. It is a 6x6, so after that, let's go do some recovery work. Let's go. Okay, let's try out those sway bars. Full throttle, second gear. It's doing its job. Full turn, full throttle, high speed on the transmission. It's doing its job. Look at that. Those sway bars, it's not tipping at all, and it's got a top heavy rock band on there. I love it. Going towards you, towards you, towards you, towards you. Okay. Well guys, that's it. That is our first impressions on the Hobby Plus CR18P Flatbed 6x6, or I think they call it a 6x6 flatbed. There you go. I had to look at the box on the floor. This thing is totally awesome. We've had a blast running this. Once again, a couple shout outs. One to Van from the Microcrawler Club. He's the one that allowed us to use this guy. And one to Hobby Plus for their willingness to send us one of these out. You're going to see it on the channel. It's not going to be the same one as this. By the way, they come in two colors, yellow and blue. I had to verify that. Sorry I didn't mention that earlier. But these are going to be awesome. They're going to be a super cool way to transport your rig to and from the trails. So you're going to love it. Check it out. Links down in the description below. And if you like this video and you like what we're doing here at Crawler Tracks, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get all the updates whenever we release new videos. Also, drop us a comment down below. Tell us what your thoughts are on this guy. We love to hear from you guys. We try to respond to every comment. And we want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this Hobby Plus 6x6, this hauler. We think it's awesome. We want to know what you guys think. Leave us that comment down below. This thing is absolutely epic. It is rad. I love everything about this. I can't wait to go to some of the crawler competitions and haul my rig out on this guy. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for sticking it out with me, guys, and we'll see you on the trail. Till next time, guys.